this video I'll show you how to install the CBR handlebars on your R15 V3. So step 1 you need to do is you need to buy the CBR 250R handlebar. You can pick these up from any Honda showroom. These are original CBR 250R handlebars, and once you have bought these so the reason this is better than the existing one is these are the default ones. As you can see, like from the holder it is straight off flat, but in this you can see that there is a slight height increment of almost, like I would say, 2.5 inches, and then the handlebar goes like this. So if it was a default one, basically it would come somewhere around here. So this is where the placement of the old handlebar was, and now it is like there's a height increment of say 2 to 2.5 inches. So once you got this, the next step is you need to get a bolt. These bolts are not the default one, these are the default ones. The problem with these are the diameter of the CBR handlebars are I think 38 mm, but the default ones which we get with the R15 V3 is 41 mm. So yeah, so this diameter is 41, whereas this diameter here is only 38, so there's a 3 mm difference. So I see a lot of videos where people like grind this portion, they grind off this portion, making these edges very narrow, and this is not advisable because if this becomes too thin, then the overall structural strength becomes very less, and if you like are going in high speed and you drop it into potholes and all, it might break and you might lose balance and things could go really wrong. So it is not advisable to do that. What you can do is instead go to a lathe shop, and you need to get a custom bolts, these two bolts to be done. So you need to go to the lathe shop and tell him the base of that bolt should be the same as this, including the threads. These are supposed to have the same threads. The new bolts are supposed to have the same threads that the R15 V3's default bolt has, and it has to be 38 mm. The top of the bolt should be 38 mm and the base has to be the similar one. So this goes as in a replacement for the old or the existing one. So once you do that, these have to be custom made. You have to go to a lathe shop and get it done. For me, my mechanic did the entire process for me, so I didn't have to go through all that fuss or pain. So once you get these two bolts done, it is an easy clip on. You can just clip on these handlebars onto that, because these are by default 38 mm and you got the bolts head to be 38 mm. So once you got that done, the riding posture will be very comfortable, and this have been on my bike for close to 2 months now. I haven't done a long ride yet, but I'm planning to do one very soon. And yeah, those are the 3 steps. So handlebar, buy the handlebar, make a custom bolt where the base of the bolt is same as the previous one. The base is same but the head is 38 mm, and then just the step 3 is to fit your clip-on handlebars on the new bolt. So this is the entire process, and this was actually in this color, but I just put some paint on it to match the overall bike aesthetic. Now the riding posture is very comfortable, and this is how it was done. Cons of doing this, one of which I see at the current moment is that when you're doing a full turn, I mean, it does not make full contact. There is still a little amount of gap here and almost makes contact with the fairing. It makes contact with the upper fairing or the doom or whatever you want to call this. It makes contact here, and when you do the other direction also the same thing, it makes contact here, and there is like barely any space left. So whenever you're doing a full turn, in that case your hand would touch the tank a little. But I think that problem was also there when the handlebars were a little lower by the default handlebar, but there was still a little more play option, like there was a little more turning play that was available, but right now that has reduced a little. But yeah, I think there are very less scenarios where I would do a full handle turn, and then unless I'm taking a U-turn on a narrow lane, I don't think I would ever turn the handlebars fully. So other than that, I don't see any problem. So basically your turning radius would be reduced a little by making this change. But I've seen a lot of other people doing a lot of other changes where they put a KTM Duke handlebar and they use this area here to install them, but my mechanic told that's not safe because there's a lot of empty space here and putting another plate below and doing all of that would not be safe. So he advised that this would be the best approach, and by not grinding the direct handlebars and by creating this 2 extra bolts, it would make the setup more safe for me.